In health, we are particularly looking at one of the very pet projects of health. This comes under Global Fund, the Global Fund to fight HIV, AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria. We are the first, So ILFS Education is the first private company to be nominated as principal recipient by the Global Fund. Objectives basically of this particular funding were to train and manage health volunteers throughout India. The basic focus is on preventing transmission of HIV AIDS from mother to child. This program is basically for 6 years, and ILFS has been mobilizing more than the required resources to ensure the program objectives are met. Next, please. In brief, these are the basic program objectives. I'm taking through the program objectives because you'll come to know what the program is and then where the specific interventions of the mobile platform are. So basically, there is a lot of networking which is going around with health workers and the outreach workers. So the outreach worker is a person, female or male, who is part of the geography and who has been recruited by an NGO partner under ILFS, who tracks and follows up positive pregnant mother. This whole program nationally is supported by National AIDS Control Organization under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So the basic objective is to develop effective mechanism for coordination between various health workers, track every pregnant woman in the area and motivate her to get tested. These testing centers are being provided by the government. They are called ICTCs, that is Integrated Testing and Counseling Centers. If a pregnant woman is found positive, then that woman needs to be followed up till the time of delivery and also 18 months after the delivery. So during this period, there is a lot of tests, there is a lot of counseling, and there is a lot of other things which goes on. Effectively capture the information and reporting of mother-baby pairing and adherence to medicine. Being an HIV positive mother, the patient needs to take care of her medications properly. Otherwise, there is a decrease in her lifespan. Work in coordination with NACO in the central level and state level institutions for better monitoring and evaluating this. Next, please. This is the kind of spread we are looking at. We are present in 26 states, which is 24 states and 2 union territories. We have 176 NGO partners with us, and we have outreach workers spanning to close to 2,524. PCO stands for Project Coordinators, who are part of the NGO network who manage these outreach workers. They are 242 in numbers. On the right-hand side is a cascading diagram which is given in the PMTCT process, which is the safe feeding practices on top. Drugs to the baby, takes the drugs, accepts the drugs are offered, the results are got, tests are added, and then she attends the clinic. Yeah, next please. Why was there a need to automate this whole thing? Previously, this whole program was under the National AIDS Control Organization. It was a paper-based reporting system. Excel sheets were filled in by hand and then typed again in the computer and then sent to the central level. When we took over the program, we found that a lot of errors were creeping in due to this. Right from the bottom level, which is the outreach worker, when he or she inputs the data in a particular page, and then somebody inputs it in the computer. So a 9 can be misread or misled as 1 or 6 or something like that. So we saw a lot of those kinds of errors coming in. There was no accountability at any level. If I punched in the data, I can say that no, I didn't do it, somebody else did. So there was no accountability at all. Data was not visible at all levels. Somebody was entering it, and only after probably 15 days the data is being seen at the national level. So to take you through, plain mirroring of ICTC data on pregnancy reporting from the centers and not being able to follow up on the critical LFUs. LFU stands for lost to follow up. So there were a lot of cases which were lost to follow up, which is, they were just left out because no details were entered. Overloading activity of the data captured and reported resulting in the tangible operation time being spent on data collection, preparation and physical delivery of the same at the district and coordinating centers or with NGOs. So basically a lot of time was lost in gathering data rather than analyzing it and stuff. There were performance and reporting was not there. So nobody knew if a ORW was actually functional or he or she is reporting properly or not. There was again lack of accuracy and duplication of the data was there previously. And delays in submission of monthly reports. So this basically created the need to automate the whole system. Next please. This is a flowchart which represents how the system functions. I'll just go through this very briefly. So a pregnant woman visits an ICTC. After the test, she is declared positive or negative. If she is negative, she's let out of the system. If she's positive, the ICTC counsels her, and then the role of the ORW comes in. After that, when the ORW is there, the ORW inputs the whole data in this system, PHMMS system. It's a, we'll come to the system. So the data is entered in that system. After that, the baby, after the baby is born, the baby is tested. If the baby is positive or negative, same way. If it's negative, it is let out the system. If it is positive, then alerts for future reporting is being generated to the system. Next, please. We can skip this also. So what is this PHMMS system we talked about? PHMMS stands for PPTCT Health Management and Monitoring System. This uses a very, very basic phone, unlike a tablet or a high-end phone. This is a Nokia phone. This is in market for 2,200 rupees or something. It's a GPRS-enabled phone, by the way. So what we did, we created, we found a network provider who is present throughout the country. We created CUGs in different regions, and a common sharing code was found. An application was developed from our side. This works on GPRS, also on store and forward, because where there is less connectivity, it stores it and then forwards it when there is connectivity. So the system is very user-friendly, number one. Secondly, you don't need to enter or type data too much. Only the name and the address needs to be typed in. Rest of the things are all auto. Rest of the things are all automated. There is no need to type everything. So it's all menu driven, 1, 2, 1, 2. So there was something called a line list which was being used by the government, NACO specifically. We automated the line list with all the functional options in it. So they just need to choose the option. I'll just carry on with the presentation. I'll just speak if you're okay with it. Yeah. So basically, this system created power in the hands of outreach worker. What happened was, now the outreach worker is the custodian of the data. A mobile phone was given to the outreach worker with a number, and there was a CUG also. So apart from punching in data, he or she can also talk to the patient, and the communication was in a closed user group. Apart from that, we now know which ORW specifically entered what case at what time and what is being done about that. So effectively, alerts were also generated through SMSs, like if there is an expected date of delivery of a pregnant woman tomorrow or day after. So today or a week before, the alert will be generated so that the outreach worker can go to the medical PHC or CHC and tell them to keep the required stock of pregnancy kits and stuff. Yeah. So this was basically what I was talking about. All these have been made in a menu form. Only the name and address needs to be entered, like we do in a text and SMS. Next, please. We can skip this also. Yeah, some important details like NVP is Nevirapine. It's a drug which is given to a pregnant woman during her pregnancy, delivery, and then results of the child and the pregnant woman are given here. Next, please. Okay, so this is all about the system. Basically, it's a low-cost tool which is given in the hands of an outreach worker, through which a transparent monitoring system is being generated, which also gives a feedback on what and how the system is running. For all your attention, I have also invited one of our PCOs from Tamil Nadu, who will probably take 1 or 2 minutes. Ms. Ajim Nisha is here. She will probably speak in Tamil and I'll translate it to you. She will tell you what she feels is the benefit of this system, because this system has been running for the past 6-7 months in various states in Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. So she's from Tamil Nadu. She'll share her first-hand experience.